Have you ever stopped and thought about something kind of weird? Our online social networks, they seem to be getting bigger and bigger, right? But at the same time, our real-world circles, the people we can really count on, they feel like they're shrinking. It's this quiet shift that's happening all around us. And today, we're going to dig into what's really going on with this modern loneliness crisis.
So let me just start by asking you a question, and I want you to really think about it for a second. How many people do you have in your life that you could call at 3 in the morning, no questions asked? How many people know the real you? The answer? Well, it might tell you a lot.
Okay, so let's get into it. This feeling, this trend, it's not just in our heads. It actually has a name. People are calling it the friendship recession.
So what are we really talking about here? Well, this is a measurable, widespread decline in those deep, meaningful friendships that are so important for us. It's not about how many followers you have or how many acquaintances you can say hi to. It's about the number of true confidants, the people in your corner.
And the numbers, they're pretty startling. According to the American Perspective Survey, a full 12% of American adults say they have 0 close friends. None. Let that sink in for a minute. That's more than 1 in 10 people who feel like they have nobody to truly turn to.
But what's really wild is how fast this has happened. I mean, look at this. Back in 1990, that number was only 3%. Today, it's 12%. That means the number of people reporting they have no close friends has quadrupled in just a few decades. That is a massive and honestly a pretty concerning shift in how we connect with each other.
And this isn't just an American thing. Not at all. It's a pattern we're seeing in different ways all over the world. The number of people who have big friend groups, 10 or more close friends, that's dropped by a third. In places like urban India, they're finding that deep friendships are getting rarer, even as casual acquaintances go up. It's even changing how we eat. The number of people eating their meals alone shot up by almost 30% in just 2 years. It's gotten to the point where a top university like Stanford is literally offering a class on how to make and keep friends.
Okay, so this is all happening, but why does it matter so much? Well, because this isn't just a social problem, something to feel a little sad about. It's a quiet, but very real health crisis.
The research here is incredibly clear. Social isolation has serious, tangible effects on our bodies. It's linked to a higher risk of, well, almost everything bad. We're talking heart disease, dementia, and it even contributes to higher mortality rates overall. Bottom line, it is just fundamentally bad for our mental, physical, and emotional health. And if you need something to really put this into perspective, get this. Researchers have found that the negative health impact of being chronically lonely is the same as smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. We all know how bad smoking is, right? We need to start thinking about social connection with that same level of seriousness. And beyond all the stats and studies, this is what really brings it home. A nurse named Bonnie Ware spent years working with people at the very end of their lives, and she documented their biggest regrets. And one of the most common ones wasn't about money or fame or career choices. It was this deep, painful regret. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. Now, I know this all sounds pretty grim, but here's the good news, okay? This is one recession we can personally fight back against. We can choose to reinvest in the one thing that truly matters. So, let's talk about how we can actually do that.
There's this incredible study from Harvard. It's been going on for over 80 years, tracking people's entire adult lives. And after all that time, they came to one profound conclusion. The single greatest predictor of lifelong health and happiness wasn't how much money they made or how successful their career was. It was the quality of their close relationships, period. So how do we make that investment in our own lives? It's actually not as complicated as it sounds. It starts with simple choices. It means maybe letting go of some old grudges that doesn't really matter anymore. It means actually picking up the phone and making that call you've been putting off. It's about actively creating new memories, not just talking about the old ones. And most of all, it just means making time, real, quality time, for the people who matter.
Just this old saying that just nails it, doesn't it? A friend in the square is worth more than money in the bank. Our social wealth, our community, that's the most valuable thing we could ever have.
The poet Mirza Ghalib put it so beautifully. He saw friendship as something almost spiritual. That connection with other people was so important, it was like a bridge to something eternal. It's just a powerful reminder of what's really at stake here.
So, I'll leave you with this one last question. But don't just think about it. I want you to act on it. Who is one friend, just one person, that you're going to reach out to today? Because fighting this friendship recession, it doesn't start with some grand gesture. It starts with one text, one call, one small act of connection.